The Hauraki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yes, indeed, a bit of faith no more there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 5:27, which feels about time for Sport Chat. Yeah. Utterly magnificent weekend of sport for New Zealand. Let's look at the cricket, fellas. How very, very good indeed. Two teams under the pump, given no chance at winning their in one case tournament and in this case test match. Both teams triumphant. I'll start with the test match there, Mogi.
Go on.
How absolutely sensational. Rachin Ravindra, what a sensational new star he is. He just looked all class.
He's hot.
He's really hot. I was stoked for Will Young, who actually has been shoved from pillar to post in that team. He's played in all sorts of positions. For him to hit the winning runs and to, go through that really difficult period in that final innings, good on him. Matt Henry, the bowling, the fielding. What isn't there to rave about, mate?
I don't see why you would want to start with that test match, given that the New Zealand women,
yes,
they won the T20 World Cup. Surely you win a T20 World Cup, you get to be spoken about first.
Yes, fair enough too.
And so I will. New Zealand pumping South Africa. 158 for 5, we set the target, and South Africa 126 for 9. At one point, though, they were looking pretty good, South Africa, and then we sort of took 5 wickets in pretty quick succession. Of course, man of the match, as we call it in sports, Mealy Kerr, did incredible. Was actually the player of the tournament, Jace.
Yes.
And she top scored with 43 runs from 38 and also took a few wickets as well. An incredible accomplishment when you consider just how shit they've looked for the last couple of years.
You're all fair enough too. We've been saying on the BYC podcast that the White Ferns, they just haven't been playing well for a very, very long time. And I'll be honest with them, Hoodie J gave them no chance at all. I
don't think there's anybody on the planet that would have given them a chance.
No.
And that's what makes this victory all the sweeter, because there's no expectation around it.
Yes.
And it was not unlike the World Cup in 2015 that we had here. If that's the correct year that I'm thinking of, split between New Zealand and Australia, where no one was a believer, but as the tournament went on and the Black Caps got win after win, the groundswell of support from New Zealanders just overtook the country, and so was the same with the women's T20 side as they progressed through this tournament. It was T20 cricket fever.
It was
right across the country, and indeed the world.
Well, exactly. And I watched a lot of that tournament, and it's sort of reminiscent, when our men's T20s, our one-day side, went on that 15-year winning stretch of the World Cup.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And no one expected that we'd win the World Cup for 3 years, for 3 consecutive tournaments running.
That's right.
But we did. And I lump in this last test match too, in terms of no one expected us to win it.
No, that's right.
I honestly went, we're going to get an absolute hiding.
Yeah.
So now that is 5 test matches in a row that New Zealand has won in India.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. And, a lot of people have been writing off, like your Tim Southey.
Yes.
Saying he can't bowl, that he should be gone. And yet there he is. He turns all those haters, shuts them up, if I can say that, Jace.
Sure. By
scoring lots of runs and getting bugger all wickets.
Pretty much, yeah. But no, in all honesty, I love the cricket. The women, congratulations to them. Sensational effort.
Now, obviously, we'll be leading the charge to get a ticker tape parade going in Auckland, Hamilton, Tauranga, Wellington, Christchurch, Dunedin, Nelson, Gore and Stewart Island.
Yes.
We'll be starting that campaign pretty quickly. I think Luxon's going to get right in behind it. Everybody loves this team, loves this side, and is just blown away by what they've done. I think you and I, Jace, agree, but Pugs, will be interesting to get your thoughts here. Who did it better, the women or the men?
So true, man. And I've always been saying that.
Who's the best, Pugson? The woman or the men?
No, you're so right,
If you had to choose who was better.
Amen, brother.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
The Rolling Stones here on the radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. The time is 9 minutes to 6 o'clock.
Fellas, we've got some really interesting news that's come up on my old website here that I look at. I don't know where you guys get your news, but that's where I get mine. And it's about the government appointing a government observer, so an agent for the government to sit on the Wellington City Council whenever they have meetings and just ensure that the councillors there are all working constructively. There's been a lot of things going on in Wellington. It's been in the news, and I don't want to relitigate what's happening down there. But I do want to say that it's come to my attention around here at NZME. I was actually in the urinal earlier on, and old Bogsy sold it up to me, and he said, just watch your back, Mogi. You and Hoodie J, just watch your back, because it sounds like Pixie Campbell, our content director here at Radio Hauraki, is trying to appoint a government observer to the Hauraki Big Show. He's saying that we are the Wellington of radio.
Sure.
That we are, that we have open drug markets. That there's, we're not utilising our time as best we can. We're laying steamers willy-nilly. And he thinks that we need to be kept on track.
Yeah. Look, the key to success is knowing, when you're not at your best and knowing when you're not performing.
Yeah.
And frankly, we're not. You were telling me in the break just before when I was away last week that old Keyzie dropped another F-bomb, for example, and a C-bomb.
Yeah, not just
one
an
F.
F-bomb, man.
That is unbelievable and unacceptable. And, we have an obligation. You remember when COVID hit? We were like the heroes, man.
We were.
We kept the nation afloat. We lifted them up. We put our lives at risk day after day to entertain. And, we cannot afford to allow our standards to slip. So if Pixie Campbell and Bogsy think that we need that, I'm all in.
Yeah. And this is the thing as well. It's like, you were away for how long?
A week.
Yeah, and the fact that Keyzie could only manage one C-bomb and one F-bomb and 5 shows of radio, that's 15 hours.
Yeah.
I did 23 and 47. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I just do feel like it's this younger generation who aren't prepared to commit to what's required of them. And, it just shows sort of a lack of love for the show, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you go on holiday, and then he immediately goes on holiday. What does that say to our listeners?
Well, here's the thing, and this will be interesting for the listeners out there. You can graph how a show's going.
Oh, thank you.
By the amount of F-bombs that are dropped. At our peak, when we were really humming along, effing and jeffing like you wouldn't believe, we were 180, 190 F-bombs a week.
Yep.
At the moment, what was that?
He did one F-bomb and one C-bomb.
Yes.
And I was 28 and 43.
Yes.
So the average as well goes up. So if you and me are effing and jeffing back and forth, then we start, competing.
Yes.
When you've got somebody on the other side of the desk like Keyzie, it's sort of like,
oh, God.
Be bothered.
Yes. Sorry, Pugson.
No, you're all good. I just wondered if a C-bomb counted for more than one F-bomb, or do they count as the same? Is that sort of the...
it's got slightly more value, but when you're only doing one of them,
what's the point?
I mean, how many F-bombs is that?
Yeah.
2.5?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens, mate. I'll give Bogsy a call tonight and just get his thoughts and what he's thinking. So I can clarify that with the fellas tomorrow.
Just in the meantime.
Yes.
What's for Team New Zealand after 6, eh?
Yeah, what's for
With old Pugson.
With me.
I guess it will.
Pugson.
I don't have that. Those don't apply to me.
Sticky beef,
It's
condom, Game Boy,
hang on a minute, Game Boy.
weird tattoo fella.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Stereophonics there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening. Now, we were talking earlier in the show, Keyzie's just got back from being in Sydney, where he once again
I feel like I've heard this about 100 times today.
got upgraded.
I didn't get upgraded.
Well, he got a free meal. His wife didn't get it. He didn't share it with her. When he went to Bali, he went to Bali, he got upgraded to premium economy and did it, and left his wife in economy.
That's right.
And I just think, what an absolute piece of work, Pug Son. What an absolute piece of work does that.
Jace, I'm a single man, as you guys know.
Wow.
And if I would never.
You would never do it. Okay,
I would not.
Hang on.
I would never do it. I would rather be in the shit seats with the person I love.
Yeah.
Same.
And share in that together. And at least then
And you're single,
we're in the
right?
same boat. It's the same experience.
Yeah, cool. You're in the same. It's an aeroplane, by the way, not a boat. A text has come through on 3483. I recently went to Fiji with my wife for 27 years, requested an upgrade. Both offered the upgrade. We couldn't sit together, however, so we stayed in economy.
Kia kaha, mate.
No.
Hard
There
out.
is,
Yeah, totally.
So it's a 3-hour flight to Fiji. You couldn't be apart for 3 hours to enjoy a free upgrade with amazing food and like better seating. You can put your seat back. Afterwards, you can 3 hours.
So this is my view on it,
Yeah, go.
and it's genuine.
Yeah, you go.
You want a bit of fancy chicken breast, or you get a slightly nicer salad.
It's way nicer. The meals are way better.
You get
No,
a
you'd
slightly,
know, wouldn't you?
You'd get a slightly better meal is more important to you than actually sitting with the person that you're enjoying the journey with and making that a part of. Because it's not like you were starving to death.
No.
So you just went, nah, I'm going to ditch here because they might have a nice risotto or something.
That's what I said.
That is just the lowest form of life, Keyzie.
It's not the lowest form of life.
Can I also say, if you're not going to share in the experience in the shit seats with your partner, you offer it to your partner.
Thank you, Pug Son.
Out of respect, out of love,
Yeah.
and out of care.
I can barely look at you at the moment, Keyzie.
Jace.
You offer
Jace.
it to your partner.
I offered it to my partner. And she said, no, you go. Once again.
Well, of course she would say that because she respects her partner.
Pugs, don't. The part we're missing out on this is that we bid for her to have an upgrade. The reason I got an automatic upgrade is because our Kuru membership is under my name because I fly way more often than she does. And so I got given a free upgrade. Oh, we'll bid for you to join us. Okay, that's great. How much do you want to bid? She set the price. I was willing to go higher than that so I could sit with her. Unfortunately, she was unsuccessful. And then I said, you can have my seat. And she's like, nah, it's all good. I
Well,
don't mind
she
sitting at the
rang
back.
me and said that when she
Jace,
didn't,
don't start mixing in.
when she didn't win that bid, you turned to her and said, "Loser,"
Don't.
and then you sat
Bring
there and
bullshit into
hoed into your little fancy risotto
It
with
wasn't
the
a risotto.
semi-dried tomato.
It was a ceviche.
Your context, while much appreciated that you've just given there, does not absolve you from your actions and your decisions on that plane.
Correct,
Pugson,
Pugson.
she
you.
gets the next upgrade.
Just play a song or something, Keyzie. I'm done here.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Gorillas there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. The time is nearly 4:34 now. We know how important sleep is to your mental and emotional and physical well-being, so let's have a bit of sleep chat.
It's Sleep Chat with Jason Mike.
Sleep chat, but it's also 1.5 mogies, actually. Been having some shockers lately.
Oh, okay. Well, do you want the 1.5?
Yeah, do that as well. One and a half mogies. I just always picture you, Jace, during that. So my daughter is a great sleeper, generally speaking, but over the last couple of nights she's had a regression.
Right.
And she actually went back to doing that thing that she was doing between the ages of 2.5 to 3.5, which is she got up, she came out into the hallway, she started screaming the house down. My wife went to make her feel better. She told her to beat it. So my wife walked away, so then she started screaming the house down again, mama, 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 I want you, mama. It only went for about an hour this time. And between the ages of 2.5 to 3.5, it would go for 2 hours every single night without fail. We would have to put up with it. And I'm telling you, screaming the house down.
I know it.
So that was a couple of nights ago. Then last night, she woke up at about 1 o'clock in the morning, and then she just couldn't get back to sleep. You put her back to bed, she get up. Put her back to bed, get up. Put her back to bed, get up. And she just would not go back to sleep. Then we've got this trick where we tell her, well, it's the truth, which is the fairies are going to come and visit her. If she stays in bed all night, the fairies will bring her a present in the morning.
Oh, that's
Any
great.
parents out there do this, it works. It's unbelievable. So I said that to her because it had been a while since we'd engaged that. So she didn't get up again. But the trick with kids is they'll get up just enough times to make sure that you've been woken up enough times so that you can't go back to sleep for
Right.
about another hour and a half to 2 hours. Managed to go back to sleep, get woken up at 5 o'clock in the morning by the birds who sing from 5 till 6.
Oh, they're up to
I put my
something.
earplugs in for that. Then go back to sleep at 6 for the dog next door that's just moved in. He gets let outside for a wee at 6:30. Barks for 5 minutes, wakes me up. That's me done for the day. So yeah, I'm loving it, man.
Yeah, good
I'm
stuff.
feeling fresh.
Yeah.
When the fairies come, do they leave like a present or something? Is that the idea?
That is, so they actually leave a note, Keyzie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So they're amazing. They'll turn up whenever a child is in need and is struggling with sleep. They'll turn up and they'll reward the good sleeping patterns of a young child, much to the relief of their dying parents.
That's a great. And you say a dog moved in next door.
A dog just living on its own, man. I don't know how it signed the lease.
It's obviously doing
bullshit.
pretty well if it's living there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
It's a nice area. But this, I don't know.
That
He's
probably comes from money.
Yeah, I mean, all he's done is he's just put sand and, sort of dog litter all over the floors in every single room. And then he comes outside, does his ways. I don't know where his steamers are going. But anyway, he's a mad bastard.
Yeah, nice. Because you've been banging on too, Keyzie, about your sleeps over the last couple of nights. So much so that we had to delay our golf game today, Mogi, because Keyzie wanted to sleep in.
Yeah, he's a sleepy boy.
Well, I got back from Sydney and I was fairly tired after the Sydney trip, right? Because
Sure.
there was a fair amount of drinking tooies responsibly. over there. You get back and you're like, right, I'm going to have a really nice big sleep and be back into it. Woke up at 3 a.m. convinced someone was breaking into our house.
Right.
This is Wednesday night. Wait, is that last night? That was Tuesday night.
Yeah.
I get up completely stark bollock naked in the lounge, light on, ready for a fight. Totally sweet. I dreamt it.
Yeah,
But
cool.
as soon as you've been wired, like that, and you're geared up
Adrenaline.
to fight, it's coursing through my veins. Didn't go back to sleep till like 6:30. And then last night I was like, okay, not doing that again. Went to sleep nice and early. Boom, 3 o'clock, woke up, thought someone was breaking in again.
Jeez.
And guess what? No one was.
Yeah.
If it took you ages to get to sleep, it must have taken ages for your missus to get to sleep because you're telling me you were using her as a human shield.
Well, yeah, I mean, because it's just what if you. And I learned that if you have an item and you grab it, it could potentially be a weapon.
Oh,
I don't wanna-
absolutely.
so
Yeah.
It's just about stalling till the cops get there.
Well, just on my front, in terms of the sleep front, I haven't had any sleep since Saturday night, not a single hour, but I feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, well, you look great.
Yeah,
But it's
thanks,
weird
man.
because you can't be feeling that great because you woke up this morning, you put on your slippers and you came to work.
No, I had a game of golf and then I put on my slippers. Oh. Tune. Bit of Blink 182.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.